If you're self-employed, the UK government is about to track your income in real time. No more year-end catch-ups, no more quiet write-offs. You're going to have to submit your income on a quarterly basis as well as your once-a-year tax return. Think of this as HMRC's way to digitalise the tax system and disguise it as modern practice when really they want to control what you earn, have insight into your business and take control over our financial freedom. And what's concerning is your accountant isn't prepared. Never mind you prepare. HMRC are completely changing the way that self-employed individuals and landlords now have to submit information, as well as dialing up the frequency ×5. This is going to add so much complexity, so much admin time, and raise your accountancy fees up through the roof, and you don't even know about it. So I'm not going to tell you that this video is going to solve all of your problems, but it is going to break down step by step what the changes are, when the changes are coming, who it's going to apply to, and how you can minimize the effect on your business as much as possible. If you don't know me, my name's Josh Thomas. I'm the founder of Thomas & Co International, one of the leading accountancy and tax advisory firms in the UK. We save entrepreneurs millions in taxes every single year, just like yourself. We also have insight into how all of these businesses operate, giving us a clear picture of the underlying elements that makes a business successful. And with all of that knowledge, it's allowed me to help distill down into clear, actionable insights that I give away for free across social media on all of my different channels that are going to help you today solve this huge problem. So according to HMRC, this is their way of digitalizing the tax system, getting you on digital softwares that are MTD compliant and having insight into how businesses run and getting information more frequently so they can make tax accurate, so they can make it easier for the business owner. However, it's doing the exact opposite. Here's what it really means. It means 4 to 5 times the amount of work for your accountant, meaning more cost for you. It means that you need to now submit to HMRC on a quarterly basis. No more January last minute tax returns. You now need to make 5 submissions a year. So you're going to need tighter bookkeeping, tighter admin. You're going to need compliant software that you must pay for. No more Excel. Your income data will be visible to the government in real time. It's 4 times a year for them to say, computer says no, here's the brown letter, we want more information about this. It's 4 times a year for them to give you fines for late filing, interest for you not submitting or paying on time. In summary, it's a permanent shift in control and a complete change to the self-employed landscape. And for you, it's going to have a huge effect. And this bomb is going to drop on the 6th of April 2026, when Making Tax Digital is officially rolled out for self-employed individuals and yes, even landlords. It's a staged approach based on your gross income. So £50,000 from April 2026 will mean you qualify for Making Tax Digital, so you have to follow all of the compliance aspects that I've just mentioned. So quarterly notifications to HMRC and your end of year tax summary, while making sure you tick all the boxes for being MTD compliant, meaning you have to move over to a software. From April 27, that's going to now reduce to £30,000 in gross income, meaning if you are a smaller business, a part-time freelancer, you're still going to be affected. Even landlords with a couple of properties with higher rental yields are now going to need to submit this every single quarter to HMRC. And it doesn't stop there. From 2028, it's going to reduce to £20,000 in gross income, meaning if you're in business, if you're self-employed, if you've got more than 2 rental properties, or in some cases even 1, this is going to affect you. You'd think it stops there. They're not just coming for the self-employed and the landlords, they're also going to be rolling out this initiative to corporation tax, meaning you've got to submit corporation tax digitally. You've already rolled it out for VAT, which affected tens of thousands of businesses, and they're also, even though there's no timeline confirmed, going to be rolling this out for partnerships. Sadly, this is coming whether you like it or not. So, pro tips to get ahead, you need to start tracking everything monthly. You can no longer do a once a year catch up, find your receipts, check the van glove box. You now need to get an efficient process in place and track everything monthly. Because once a quarter, you're going to have a deadline, just like a VAT registered business would, where you've got to submit information to HMRC, and if you don't, you're going to be fined. My recommendation would be get ahead of the curve, switch to a cloud-based software now, like Xero, like QuickBooks, and make sure you link that to your bank account that you use for business trade. All them transactions will naturally filter through to the software, and you can then do what's called bookkeeping, which is manage your transactions, categorize them, and make sure everything's ready ahead of that deadline so you don't get any nasty fines, and you can understand what you owe at different points in the year. You're also going to need to budget for higher levels of accountancy support. If you're not going to be doing the bookkeeping yourself, if that's not something that you feel is a great use of your time, you're going to need to pay someone else to do it. And that's going to be an accountant that can sift through them transactions, understand the opportunities to reduce the amount of tax that you pay, and keep you compliant by now submitting these HMRC approved submissions 5 times per year. The final pro tip is don't ignore it. This is coming whether you like it or not. You can't just wait until the day that it happens and hope that the timeline gets moved back. It's already been moved back multiple times. This is the date that it's going to launch. It's going to affect you. So get ahead of the curve, minimize the stress this is going to cause you, speak to an accountancy professional, and make sure you get ready. Your accountant should already have informed you of the effects this is going to have on you and your business. If they haven't, that's red flag number 1. But if they haven't, and you want to make sure you're prepared ahead of the curve, we have a newsletter that we send out multiple times a week, which covers everything in advance of it actually having an effect on you and your business. Go to the description box, sign up to our free newsletter, and make sure you get regular updates on how to minimize the effects of this for you and your business. This video isn't here to scare you. It's to try and inform you that this is going to happen, and you need to take the right steps in order to minimize the impact it has on you. And if your accountant isn't going to support you with that, isn't going to do it for you, then you need to find an accountant that will. One that will support you through these changes, minimize the impact so you can focus on what's important, which is whatever your business, the service you're providing, the product you're selling actually is. Because that's where the value of a business owner is. Spending the time, putting money into what generates an income. That's then going to look after your family, fund your lifestyle. And if your accountant isn't going to take that admin and legwork out for you, you best find one that is. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to be dropping videos like this all of the time to make sure we give you all the tools you need to be successful in business and reduce the headache that HMRC and finances give to you. So make sure you subscribe and watch our future videos.